Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Today we're going to refresh our minds on something that we learned yesterday in math class. Who can tell me what we learned yesterday? I'll see it.
We learned about tallies.
You're right. We learned about tallies. And what do tallies represent? One tally equals, Maria?
We did one tally was equaling someone's favorite color or how many spins.
You're right.
They did?
Yep. And one tally also equals one item, or we're going to look at one person today. So on our board, I have a chart, and it says number of letters in our names. What could that mean? Maria?
Maybe we're going to see how many friends have different numbers of the letters in their names, and then maybe we'll draw it and maybe we'll write it.
Right. Chelsea?
I think that we'll use tallies to tally the letters in our names.
You're right. We're going to use tallies, and we're going to mark the number of letters in our names. I will show you an example first of what this might look like. So my name is Tara. T-A-R-A. There's only 4, so I'm going to put one tally in the group of 4, and I'm only putting 1 because I represent one person. That's what we're going to do. So let's count our letters. Maria?
So what about my name's kind of long, it's Maria Dalbeck.
That is a lot of them. So that's a very good point. I didn't be very clear. We're only going to pay attention to our first name. So your first name is only Maria. Your last name is Dalbeck. So just Maria. Pay attention to your first name. If you think you have it, you can come on up and we'll take a turn on tallying. 1 second. Remember how I said that I only put one tally for my name because I am one person. So I went to the number 4 because I had 4 letters in my name, and I only put one tally. But you are right. So if you had 7, you would just put one tally.
Okay.
Nice job,
Because
Chelsea.
you just one person.
Nice job. So one tally equals one person. I'm going to read our chart, and who can tell me how many people had 4 letters in their name? What is this telling us?
One person.
One person only had 4 letters in their name. What about 5? How many people had 5 letters in their name?
2.
2. 1, 2. There's 2 tallies in there. How about for 6?
Just one
One person. And what about 7?
2.
There was 2 of us. So we are going to do something fun today, and we're going to move from tallies, because you're doing a great job on tallies. Now we're going to do graphing with tallies. Kind of be similar to what we did yesterday, except we're going to use this. Has anyone seen something like this?
Checkerboard.
Checkerboard. It kind of does look like a checkerboard. This is a graph, a bar graph. So we're going to be creating a bar graph out of our tallies. We see lots of colors on our bar graph, and those colors are going to mean something to try to help you remember. So it says number of letters in our names, and that's in green. So when we're working with the bar graph, we need a title. So our title is in green. Number of letters, yes, Maria.
I noticed that it's the same, we have the same title from
You're
the other
right.
one.
And that is because we are graphing this information onto here. And if we didn't have this title, and someone that came in from the hallway, they would have like, what are you graphing? They would have no idea because we didn't have a title, but because we do, good eye. So yes, so we have a title when we're working with a bar graph. We also have blue writing on the bottom, and those are called labels. So that's telling us what we are graphing as well. So this one says letters in our names. And then there's numbers. The purple are numbers. We need numbers when we're using bar graphs as well. The numbers going up are the number of people, because we have 6 people in our class. And these numbers are going across, are telling us how many possible choices that we could have when we're graphing. So I'm going to start showing you how to graph using our tallies. So I'm going to start with my name. We had one tally and 4. So I'm going to go across, because this is letters of our name, so I had 4 letters in my name. I'm going to find number 4, and I get to color in that whole square. So then we just took care of this, so we don't need to look at this square anymore. So if we move to 5, who can tell me what we would have to do if we're going to graph it on our bar graph? So if I took 4, I found 4 first, went up 1 and colored it in. But there's 2 on 5, isn't there?
Yeah.
Chelsea, what would we do?
Color in 2 squares.
We would have to color in 2 squares. Would I color in 2 squares under 3? No. Why?
No.
Why wouldn't we?
It's not 3 letters.
Right, we don't have anything in 3. So we need to go to 5. Chelsea, do you want to come up and color in 2 squares?
Sure.
So we're taking our data and we are graphing it on a bar graph. So this is a bar graph because who can start to see something? Why do you think it might be a bar graph? Do you see any bars starting to be created? Do you see how these are like little towers, kind of like bars? So that's why it's called the bar graph. Who would like to try graphing letters of 6? Rebecca, do you want to try it?
Yeah.
So she went over and found 6, and she's coloring in 1 square. Why is she coloring in 1 square? Taylor,
Because 6 only has 1 tally.
you're right. And what about 7? Who would like to try 7? Maria, come on up. So we are going to do 7, right? Let's look at this one first. So here's number 7. How many tallies are in number 7?
2 of them.
2. So what do you think we should do first? Go to
down
1?
here.
Yep, we go down here, and what number are we looking for?
7.
Good. And how many did we say there were?
2.
And we're going to start way at the bottom, because when we're bar graphing, we start at the bottom and we build up. So you're going to start here. So we just graphed all of our information from our tallies right onto our bar graph. So what can we see about our bar graph? Let's see.
2 of them have the same. They're the same height.
You're right. 2 of them have the same height. So we're going to further our knowledge on bar graphs through a game. And you're going to use your elbow partners to first start out. Each pair is going to get an egg carton. And on your egg carton, you're going to find some numbers. The numbers are 1 through 6. Each get 5 goldfish. And what you're going to do is going to be a fun little game. You get to toss your goldfish into your egg carton. If they fall on the ground, that's okay. Pick them up and try again until you get them in your egg carton. So we're going to leave our goldfish right where they're at. We're not going to touch them anymore because remember, that's what we're going to use to graph. So now I have some graphing paper for you. I'm going to graph on your own. And when you guys are both finished graphing on your own, you're going to talk with your elbow partner because you guys are going to use the same information, so your same egg carton. Is there something missing on our graph that I just showed you?
There's a lot of things that are empty.
Labels.
Labels, you're right. And where did we say our labels went? They are in blue. So we have to put one way at the bottom and one on the side here. And the labels we're going to use on the bottom, I'll do it with you. Side is going to be how many placeholders. So for now your graph should look like this. It needs a title. What do you think we should call this? Number of goldfish? That sounds like a great title. Let's use that. I like how Rebecca already started. Nice job, and you got your numbers as well. We need numbers to go on the bottom, just like our graph, because that's telling us the numbers that we used and needed. So once you have your graph set, you can start graphing your goldfish. When you get finished, Taylor and Chelsea, you guys can compare your graphs to see if you guys got the same answer.
This is fun.
So we can talk about our data too. What was different about them? Which column, which number got the most goldfish? 2.
2. There was 4 of them in
There's
there.
4. Nice job. What about your group? 2. And that's how you read your charts and your graphs.